Hello, and welcome to episode, I think 13 it is now.
Oh, is it not 12?
Nah, I just edited 12, so I know it's 13 we're on now. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, for hearing us out. Like we said, we're switching things up a little bit. So we've brought Vibe Check by the Digital Sisterhood with us, which we'll be playing, but with a bit of a spin, because the game, I think, is also like, not only just getting like deeper answers and stuff, it's also for like people that are in a search for marriage, trying to get to those like core questions to see how different you guys are from one another in like your morals or like the more important things in life. So I thought, since you and I struggle with not depth, but what's it called? Since we struggle with vulnerability, this could get the girls changing for 2024. Also in this duo with us today, we have Alia. Alia is our first cousin who we love very much. Say hi.
Hi.
Yeah. And so she will just be giving her input or anything she wants. And yeah, so we're just going to get into it. What I'm going to do
Real quick. See how drugged me last episode? I was drugged. So I went to buy.
She
put catnip in my food.
Catnip, yeah?
Definitely. Something was in my food.
Is that why you're claiming zoomies?
Gosh,
Nah, she was just lit. I think you were a good time last episode. I enjoyed editing that very much. What was I going to say? But yeah, let's ask everyone how they're feeling. Coco, 0 to 10. What number are you? Okay.
I say 5.5/6 out of 10 today. It's cold.
It is.
It's just, chill vibes. Just chill vibes.
That. Yeah. Alia?
A 7.
7. Nice, solid number. What is that? What have you been up to?
Nothing much. I was sleeping most of the day.
Nice. Love that for you, man. Yeah. First year uni looks like that. What was I going to say? I'm a 6.5. I'm a 6.5. Just like these two, basically. It's a chill day. Me and Ali had a nice day in. Just taking it easy and having a great time. What about weekly catch up? What's your week's been looking like? Anything? It's been quiet, innit, since like New Year's. Since we last spoke, anyone been up to anything fun?
No, we've been at home, but we started this.
Yeah, that chair's jarring.
Most, innit? Goodness, I just have to sit up for the whole episode. We've just been at home, I think, a lot because it's hibernation season. But we started this new show called Chimp Empire that a friend of mine recommended, and it's actually lit.
No, that's
crazy. Like, are you crazy? So that's what we're putting on, I guess.
Pork pie, man. Anyways,
but don't spoil
I didn't say nah. I just said the name and I ran.
That's
us. I didn't say nah.
That's us. But Chimp Empire, go watch it. It's on Netflix and it's actually really good. It's just a not fun at all. It's a proper insightful watch. And it's emotional actually, and you'll learn a lot about chimps.
And they're based in Uganda, in Gogo Forest. It really is interesting how there's like civilizations.
It's like
you get
societal hierarchies and all of that is so cool, and like how close to humanity, like humans they are, and actually I think sometimes more emotionally like on a different frequency than humans, I would say, like if that makes sense, like the way they interact with one another is just so much more like intimate, and they respect like each other differently. But that's when you're from another like tribe. So anyway, very
get into it, man. Get into it. It's only 4 episodes. Our boy's narrating it. Say the name because I'll butcher it.
Mahershala Ali.
Yes, sir. And he's eating that up. And getting swiftly into our first segment, actually, that I was thinking of. Before we do vibes check, I wanted us to review we've been on like watching Frenzies lately. Coco has a list. We just try to get through it. She selects like different types of movies, different genres. It's been really fun. We're rewatching anime, finished Jujutsu Kaisen, and we're rewatching Attack on Titan from season 1, and then just completing that one time to say goodbye to the season we've loved so long. But I wanted us 2 main things to focus on the beginning of the episode is I think you've both watched, all 3 of us have watched Anyone But You, which will be quick and swift to discuss, and everybody has to rate it. And lastly, Coco's baby project, almost as if she was made it, is The Boy and Heron. Yeah. So let's start with the easier one. Anyone But You. What do you guys think? What did you think?
Any thoughts?
I think it was a good rom-com.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like the last couple of decades, they're just boring. They're not the rom-coms from the 90s.
Yeah, they are. They are, innit? And
Yeah.
romance movies have taken a bit of a dip.
Yeah.
Yeah, I liked it. It was so like what you expected. Like you got what you wanted out of the watch.
Yeah.
Definitely. I think it was proper, just like a nice, easy watch. Like, you're right, you know. I think in the last 5 years, maybe decade, maybe a push,
10
but
years.
5 years.
Decade. I think you couldn't even say
Yeah,
that.
innit?
Because it's 24.
Yeah,
Like, it's
like-
actually
Yeah.
2024.
Yeah.
Crazy Stupid Love, Love and Other Drugs. That type of time is like
That's
2014,
like when it cut off.
innit? Yeah.
They just, like, it's not banging anymore. There's not a fun, stupid rom-com.
It's like
Yeah,
it's like almost deep. Or
Yeah,
like
they're all trying to do a thing. And it was
Yeah.
just, this was not trying to do nothing. It was funny. Like, they're both good looking actors. So at first I was a bit like, oh, it's just going to be two good looking people who actually have no chemistry. And like, we're all just going to be like, oh, they're just hot and this is a fantasy. But actually they were like proper just funny and
oh,
like,
cool.
weird.
Like
They all
yeah,
had, like, they had a
Lighthearted.
personality and it was just a good man watch.
lighthearted and fun.
Yeah.
And like
It's what we
I love
needed.
a enemies to lovers
Lovers
arc.
trope.
Like, even the books I read, I think all of us girls. Sorry.
Was it not supposed to be like a new age version of Much Ado About Nothing? I'm pretty sure it
Oh,
was.
I
Oh, is
don't
that what?
know the
I didn't
context.
know. I didn't
Because,
know.
like in the like scenes they had writing and stuff, and one of them said Much Ado About Nothing. and I
Yeah,
was
it
like,
did. Oh,
I
I
did
knew you
actually.
with
I
it,
didn't know
innit?
that. Yeah. I did not know that.
But yeah, that was a good 4 out of 5 for me for giving me everything I wanted. I came out the cinema thinking, "Feel the real."
No, skin.
Yeah, it was fun. It was fun. If you haven't
but
seen
yeah,
it, go
good.
watch that.
Good watch.
Yeah, that's a good romance. I can imagine myself rewatching that in like a couple years' time. Lastly, or secondly, I should say, Studio Ghibli, The Boy and the Heron. Me and Costa watched that together. Ali, have you seen it?
no, I haven't.
Okay. Coco, take the floor, my girl.
I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory. If you haven't watched Miyazaki's films, then I don't know what to tell
Don't
you.
come
But let
for
me not
them.
start ending
Just tell them to
people. I'm
watch
so
it.
sorry.
Yeah, tell them to watch it if they haven't.
I'm sorry. Yeah, Studio Ghibli never misses. I think he's just a very a man that was ahead of his time, and it's just like one of the most leading animation houses in the world. But let me not start doing up Studio Ghibli.
Fanatic.
But yeah, The Boy and Heron. There was a lot of talk about it being his last film and that he was gonna retire and stuff.
Is he old?
Yeah, he's proper old. I think
bless
he's
him.
going into 90s. You know, he might be 85 now. Yeah,
Damn.
yeah. Let's do a quick check.
Yeah, quick check.
Yeah, he's 84.
Oh, love that for him.
And he's been doing this for decades upon decades. What was I saying? Yeah, so there was talks of it being the last film, and everyone was just no one knew that he was making it or
Yeah,
what it was
I didn't see
about.
any sort of
Yeah, he doesn't do any marketing
Oh, okay, cool.
or this is what I'm doing next. It's very honest.
You gonna
he
see the
does
work
it
when you
because
see
he
it.
loves it, and he's just
Yeah.
gonna release it
Yeah,
because he
yeah,
releases it. And you know how crazy it is for you to have such press and esteem behind your name that you could just drop a film and it's number one on the box
It's
office
hard.
and just
I
no
guess
teaser, no nothing. I just dropped the poster and this is the film.
because he's do you get it? 'Cause
That's
he's
crazy.
solidified himself
Yeah,
in that
decades
manner,
of work
I guess.
behind his name, exactly. But yeah, so no one knew what it was. But it came out. It's it's actually been adapted from a book called How Do You Live?
Okay.
That's 200 pages. It's a short book,
Okay.
and it's the
Japanese
same.
book?
Is it Japanese? I don't believe it
Okay,
is,
okay,
but,
okay.
Let's check. How do you live?
Damn, sorry about the chair.
Hold on now. Oh yeah, Japanese author. Yeah, it's a
been-
Japanese book.
I've been trying to get into Japanese literature actually, but that's a bit of a let me not go on that tangent, but go on.
what
Translated Japanese books are apparently really good. A lot of my book club members love Japanese literature and stuff, and they read a lot of translated work or Japanese either fiction, horror, stuff like that, and they always eat. So I'm guessing,
Yeah. There's that author. I forgot her name.
is it the books that look like ice cream?
That's actually a perfect way to explain it. Yeah, she's got pastel
Yeah,
colours.
yeah. I've been on blue. Yeah, I've been wanting to.
Apparently,
oh,
she's really good. So
Okay, if you buy a book, I can steal it.
yeah,
that's
I
better for me.
think I have two on my bookshelf.
But I've got a list to get through. I'm gonna have to
Yeah.
make an order through it.
Um,
But yeah, back to the
But
movie.
yeah, The Boy and the Heron. So everyone was like, "Oh, what do we expect? What do we expect?" I did not watch the trailer, and
Neither
I
did I.
just didn't know what to expect. So I was like, "All right, let's do this. Cool." What was it, 2 hours and
Yeah, it was
half.
a bit long. It was a bit long.
And honestly, what it was a journey. It was a journey.
It
It's
was a
not my favorite Studio Ghibli film. that's for sure. But it was just like amazing. I think the themes that it explored around like grief, family, responsibility, like the way he always seems to mesh in different worlds and like brings in parallel worlds and then like
and meaning as well,
meaning behind it.
but it's like the imagination of it going above, like layered almost imagination. It's crazy.
Insane. And just always
the little cute things called, I love them.
The little things,
yeah.
And that's like, it's just so amazing how he's like able to draw from like, you know, Japanese, what's the word I'm looking for? Mr.
I think I get what you mean, like
mystical,
not folklore, but like
exactly. And like kind of intertwine that in all his Studio Ghibli films. Because you know, like someone was telling me, where did I read that from? I don't remember. But the heron apparently symbolizes in Japanese cultures, it's like able to travel between different elements in the spiritual world. So like water, fire, etc., etc. Which is why, without spoilers, I don't want to spoil it for you. Which is why in The Boy and the Heron, the heron's able to travel between that parallel world and all them different stages where the boy was going. Yeah, I did plot twist. It was actually
it's
crazy.
But
yeah, anyway, like I could keep talking about it forever. I wish there was like something like questions that we could ask each other about. I don't know how to explain it about the film that like could like make us delve into it in a deeper manner, if that makes sense. Also, my memory's kind of gone foggy on it because
you're gonna rewatch it anyways.
But I'm gonna rewatch it in dubbed and sub again.
Why dubbed?
Because I want to see what Robert Pattinson does with the heron because he speaks for it.
Don't go without me. I'll come with.
No, wait, in dub. Yeah, come with me. Because he does that same voiced heron thing. Yeah. So yeah.
Let's go together actually.
Let's go together. But you can't watch it dubbed the first time, so we're gonna watch it sub again, and then
you two go subbed and I'll go to the dubbed along with you guys because 3 times is way too much for me.
Never too much. But yeah, it's a proper just like it's, you know, at points I will say though, at points the plot I feel like did drop because it was over plotty.
I got that a bit in the with the guy. I don't want to.
Yeah, don't say anything too much. But the middle act, like the last part of Act 3, was a bit like
where are we going with this? Like,
yeah, and just like too much. Because he's one thing I feel like he's always been amazing at is like having simplicity, but being able to like layer that like the world through the simplicity. And I feel like that got lost sometimes because I was a bit like, where are we going? But I guess grief is a complicated thing, which is what he was like. You know, exploring.
Definitely, we can watch that.
So you see what I mean? I could just tell.
Yeah, and, like, I saw her eyes were just like this in the movie. Like,
yeah, I felt like I was like, just every time I watch his films, it was just like, oh my god, it feels like I'm going to another world. It would be a dream to one day like voice over one of his stuff, the English version of it. That would be like crazy.
And they just learn Japanese and do the Japanese as well. I'm sorry.
Someone should do that. But what was I gonna say? Yeah. So then when it was over plotty, and at times I was a bit like, I don't know. This doesn't feel like his work. So then I googled it and I started going into a whole Google thing, and it isn't actually. He wasn't the main animator on this one. He was directing it, but because he's old, he wasn't actually like. Because usually he's known for being quite like proper pedantic over his work and like proper in it to the point where some people he's a mix of character for some people. Some are like, oh no, we don't want like too headachy, much. But people that know him are like, no, he's not too much. It's just that he's very passionate. Like, and in it. But he's getting old, so he wasn't as locked in to this project as he usually is. So his who is said is going to take over Studio Ghibli, was like more in it, which is why at points you could feel that it wasn't him, if that makes sense.
I get that. That makes sense. But yeah, guys, we'll go watch that. Go see that. I think it's a nice watch. It's, you know, a good time. Yep, that's 5 out of 5 clearly from Coco, and 4 out of 5 from me.
Why is the 1 star missing?
Like you said, I kind of disengaged. There was a point, remember I told you, like, I was like, oh my gosh, like, do you get it? You're taking a piss. Because with me, especially, I got really bad attention naturally, and I'm like so into things. You've seen it until it will take like a moment. I'm like, damn, if I ever sit in something and I think, like I disengage for 5 seconds, I'm like, damn, this is long. Then do you get it? I think that part where I was telling you I don't want to ruin stuff when they were
same.
And I was like, come on. Like, do you get it? Then I was like, okay, let's get back into it. And then I was like, again. So I think that's why that 1 star's gone there for me.
Yeah, the only thing I think that held me was a bit like when I start getting like a bit, I was like,
Disengaged, yeah.
whoa, wait, how'd they animate that? I started focusing on that.
Oh, because it was beautiful. It
They
was
draw that,
beautiful.
and then I was just like, wow. But then I was like, wait, actually, hold on, what's happening in the plot?
Yeah.
yeah, fantastic though,
Yeah,
fantastic.
yeah,
5
yeah.
out of 5.
I like the. Never mind. I don't want to ruin
It's just
things,
that
but we
because
will.
it's not humans. Like some people actually sat over like 10 years and drew every single bit of that and then animated it. Like,
Is that how it
is-
works then
yeah, they have-
nowadays?
they
Because now they've
draw.
got visual realities and they're different.
I
with
heard
the
that
coding.
apparently in Studio Ghibli, they
Still
they
drawing.
still draw like
Oh,
you know
cool.
when they're first creating.
Yeah, like
You
paint.
have to draw in it because then how are you gonna do the
Wow, I
technology
should
stuff
look
if
into
you
that.
haven't
Actually,
even
I've never
drawn it
seen that.
first?
No, because I'm sure they have AR. They've got different, but
AI.
obviously it doesn't look in AR like
What's that?
artificial reality.
Oh.
They have like other ways of doing it now, but I don't know if that's just like gaming and certain things, and if Japanese animations are still. Do you get it?
Yeah,
I'll
but from
see,
what I know
yeah,
from
with
anime,
a lot of
and that
drawing.
they draw first, like to each. Which is why they also do manga
Okay,
first animation.
that's
But
cool.
Studio Ghibli apparently always draw their stuff before they start. But yeah,
All right, cool. So now that is done, what we're gonna do is do our vibe checks. I thought you could pick a card. I'll pick a card, and then you pick a card. Okay, and then we'll do it that way. There's different categories to pick from. So you pick either icebreaker, and there's like you know what you're doing, scenario.
I'll pick one
If anything's too maybe like romantical,
why not?
then switch it up for us. Not like I'm saying anything we won't benefit from
Are we not
asking
in
each
love?
other.
Is this not a relationship?
Ooh,
Are we
this
not
is a
getting
good
married?
one. Okay, think about your answers, okay? Each and every one of you. And I'll answer last because I picked this. And then you can pick second. Not yet. First, I need you thinking. Okay. This is an icebreaker question. What is something in life you had to unlearn?
You're breaking the ice. Ice is broken. Something in life that I had to unlearn.
Yeah. Well, something. Oh, I've got one. I'll start us off if you guys want to keep thinking.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Something I had to unlearn in life is that not everybody is the same as you. I think a lot of the time growing up, you have this, I don't know if everyone's the same, but you have this thought in your life, like internally everyone's having the same experiences as you, be it in terms of generosity, be it in terms of like how you process things or how you really see a scenario. Like till now, sometimes I'm a little bit stuck in my way where I'm like, how can you not even see it like that? Like, how can you not see you're wrong? Like, do you get it? Which is not how everyone's seeing the scenario situation sometimes. Sometimes maybe I'm wrong, which is a rare. Sometimes I'm wrong or sometimes they're wrong. Do you get it? But not just that. I had to unlearn the fact that my way is not the highway, like type of thing.
Real.
I've not been able, like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, it's more just, that way of
Yeah.
if they're not seeing it like that, I try to see it differently. And if I'm not seeing it differently, then I step back rather than fighting so hard for things to be my way.
Your
like,
perspective.
even within like my feminism bag, when I was in my feminism bag heavily, like whenever I'm having a discussion with people, be it men or people that don't have the same views as me, I'm just like, are you actually dumb? Like, do you get it? And then now I'm just not phased. So I think that's what I had to unlearn for my own sake. Like, they're just not intrinsically the same as I am. So cool. Like, if you don't understand my views or you don't understand what I do or how I live this, then I don't give a toss like that. So
Real.
that's mine.
Anything?
I think I had to unlearn the fact that I can't keep things bottled in,
Okay.
because I feel like when we were younger, especially our family, we just kept things to ourselves.
Yeah.
Might say fuck me for. I'm joking.
She said, like, Ollie on it. I'm joking. But you, I'm joking. That's true. We're not a vulnerable lot, but keep going. Hence the game.
So now I feel like I just say what I want to say and I carry on.
I love that, actually. Like, is that like in terms of your emotions as well, though? Or is that in terms of not bottling in when you feel like you've been wronged? Which one is it?
I think more so when I've been wronged.
Oh, I love that. Okay.
I'm not tapped into emotions yet.
Yeah. One thing at a time, yeah?
Yeah.
Right, let me think of mine.
Do you want me to repeat the question for you?
Something I had to unlearn in life.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's plenty of things that I had to unlearn, like small things in that. But the first thing that just came into my head, not to be such a morbid, like make the vibes a bit emo and that, but that world peace will never be achieved.
Okay.
Damn. Yeah, unfortunately, like that's something that I feel like from young I was very like, how can this happen and how can that happen, and we're gonna change the world, and one day, like, you know what I'm saying, like everyone's gonna be safe. You know, when you're young and you just have that proper optimistic view on life, and then life just continues to keep showing you that humans are the worst and humanity will be the destruction of its like own self and the world. So then I realized actually world peace will never be achieved, and all we can do is like our little bits ourselves, but as a whole this world's just gonna get worse and end one day.
I guess that's why it helps to know that we're just passengers. Do you get it?
Mm-hmm.
Because like you said, just do your own bit, live a life where you're not at least regretting the decisions you're making and the impact you're doing, and the where you hold power is different. Like,
Exactly.
People that can really make the change is so little, and mostly sometimes corrupt.
Yeah.
So I guess not getting yourself too bummed out by the fact that you singularly can't make a crazy change.
Yeah.
You can make ripples,
but you know what I mean,
I agree.
So I just remember I had that revelation when I was younger a bit, and I was just like,
damn, you were like, damn,
what is it all for? What does it mean?
What's the purpose of it all? Oh, I'm sorry about that, but I get that.
Life,
it's at least you know, like, you're doing your best in that, and certain things are our own free will. Causing these problems.
You know, humans any opportunity, you know, I'm ready to go ham on us. Wait, how do you know what? Oh, you just
it's colours, but you could just work with something you think would be good for us.
Not
those
family.
are family.
Finance, what money habits do you know? Because
that's for
you
more
don't need
people.
to know my business. Reminder.
Mindful reminder. The back's pretty.
Yeah, no. Why are you asking me that?
It's for you to ask a man.
Yeah. What's your opinion on Botox?
Yeah. Oh, interesting. Because you might want to get it, and then he's saying, "I think you're fucking plastic."
Intimacy.
Yeah. Go.
What makes you feel like your most real self?
Damn, Daniel. Back at it again with the boy bands. What makes you feel like your most real self? I don't know what that even means. I feel like I'm my real self most of the time.
Same.
What is that?
Yeah, so what makes you feel most like, I guess, real self, like what makes you feel most authentic? Like you're just feel like you're being your most, there's no reservations, there's no buggy of like having to self-filter yourself.
My siblings. I think my sisters, Lily, you're there, don't worry. I think that's the only time I can be more, my real self is when I'm being my most crackhead version of me, because I'd be saying the weirdest, unruliest things. You could take it, I'd be saying the most like questionable things, you've noticed, and like just behaving crazily. I think that's the only time I can be my most. I give versions of myself outside. Closer people obviously get a bit more of me, but I always say, I'm a defroster, and my personality is a lot of the time in Somali. So I think it's like when I'm with my siblings, getting it down at home. What about you?
Real. I don't believe in your real self.
Okay. Okay.
I'm sorry.
What's that? Like, why not? Why not?
I don't think there's like one like real self. I feel like it's different
versions of you,
bits of
innit?
me, and I think when I'm at home, I'm being like another version of me that I wouldn't be outside. But doesn't mean that what I'm outside wasn't my real self. And when I'm at home, I'm not being completely what I'm bits of me that I am outside. You get it? So that's why I don't believe in real self.
Yeah, and people are different, I guess. Some people are more like have that shifting, being so different than others. Like even me, when I'm saying I'm defrosted and different versions of me, I feel like I've always been a bit more like, it's not really a big change that much. I'm maybe quieter, but actually be with myself. Like if you talk to me, I don't really have a
it's not like, oh my god,
double
you're being so
shift.
different. Like it's not like that. And I think when with friends and like family, like friends and like close friends and my sisters, I think especially, instead of like the whole family, Suha and Sumaya, more Suha because I spend so much time with her, is like when I think like myself without this like the brain thing being like, oh, like, you know, stop talking too much or be this or that. I feel like when I'm with other people, my brain's usually like filtering and kind of like keeps consciously making decisions on what I do or say. But yeah, when I'm with Sue, I feel like I'm just, as you saw last episode, and lack of sleep, I am crackhead Coco and authentically all of those things, or sometimes just quiet Coco.
Sometimes it just really depends on the day. I guess what you're saying about the real thing, because some days I could be on flipping caffeine and just like bouncing off the walls, and then another day, and then what's the real me? Like, do you get it?
I think maybe, I think the question would be then, when do you feel like you can be where do you feel like, or who or what or when do you feel like you could be your most like authentic and honest self in whatever sense that is, rather than real? Does that make sense?
Anyway.
So you feel like you could be your most authentic and something self with like this set of friends. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Especially my friends. I feel like I'm really quite important. Like, especially my friends. I really keep them little. Like, I don't really have that many close friends. And the
Not
ones
close
I do,
as their friends.
Yeah, but my close friends are really other people are acquaintances to me. Like, do you get it? Like, no, not like that. I mean, like, we're
Some
cool.
bitches watching this, you fucking acquaintances.
I'm joking. I'm saying we're cool. You know me. I can drop it up with anyone. Like, we're having a good time. But I'm never really a long time. The people that I am a long time with are my close friends and siblings. And I'm just like, me being my authentic self is just saying things how I feel. Open book life, keeping it stepping, going to sleep and waking up. So I feel like I don't really have a hard time with that. Yeah.
What about you, babes?
I just feel like I'm always myself. I don't really care how I am with anyone. If you have a problem, bye.
No, man.
You're always on beef.
You're
like,
always
you
so
just gonna say that I'm
defensive.
beefy, bro. Like,
You're
no,
so
it's not that.
defensive.
It's just like this. The question is not like, it's not from a defense point of view of like, it's more just like,
if you don't get it back.
yeah, but
But it's like that's
we
literally.
all are like,
Nah,
of
you're not being
course.
fake. That's different.
Yeah.
No one's saying being
It's
fake.
just, when do you feel
Most
most comfortable
comfortable.
in just being like, not having like, you know, when you're out in society, naturally you are not being, we're not, no one is being their complete self. We're not all
especially
saying
different
are
rooms.
intrusive or creative. Exactly. But when I'm with Sue, for example, in the garden on the couch, I'm saying crazy shit I cannot even repeat in this podcast, for example, because I'm restraining parts of myself.
100.
So is there anywhere where you feel like you can be completely authentically and honestly all of you?
I think with you lot, I guess.
Yeah. And your close friends, maybe?
Yeah.
But
No,
more
if
so.
not, that's
So
fine
you
too.
lot,
Yeah.
Love that.
Yeah, same actually. Because even with my close friends, like,
you
there's just still
always
something. I haven't spent my whole life with you, so there's still a
apart.
Let me not
part
scare
of me
them.
that
I
isn't
got a little. Let me not
completely-
scare them.
Yeah, because I will terrify you if I say some things that I'm thinking. Trust me. Like, do you know what I mean?
Gosh.
So yeah, I filter it a little bit more. I'm still crackheady, but still filtered.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah, yeah.
And
Okay,
that's what
yeah.
I think. That's the essence of someone defrosting. Give yourself in bits, and then the more you trust someone, the more you get along with them. Obviously,
Exactly.
you'll just give them more and more, and the more they give you a reason to make you feel tense about it or make you feel like weird, then you just pull back in it. And I guess that's what makes people closer than others.
Exactly.
Cool. That was a little fun.
Does Ali want to do one?
Oh yeah, lovely.
I picked one. It's an icebreaker.
Cool.
Break the ice.
So if you were left on a deserted island with either your worst enemy or no one, which would you choose?
I don't know. Who's my worst?
My worst enemy.
Like,
Yeah.
I think.
The way you said that, it's like I knew immediately because I was sitting there thinking, who's our worst? Who's
my worst enemy is not
She
that
went,
deep.
My worst enemy.
My worst enemy.
I knew who she was talking
Nah,
about
the
like
thing
that.
is,
That's
yeah,
crazy.
I don't really have enemies, and then
But I
the
know
only
what you
person
mean.
that came to mind, I feel like it's not that deep. Like the island could just get hit. Like,
Oh shit. Who's my worst enemy? Fuck. In personal life or just general?
In
What the
general,
fuck?
it says
What kind
in
of
gen- it's
compartmentalized
No, because
enemies you have?
Yeah, because I mean, like, I don't know
I
that
have
in my
enemy.
personal, but,
just-
I meant like because there's some people I don't know like in the world.
But
who
that's
are my
not your
enemies.
enemy.
But you're
No,
like,
they're
they-
your. That's
Like
different.
the presidents and like, do you get it? I have enemies like Netanyahu is my enemy. for
doesn't
example.
count.
That's
You're
my fucking
overthinking
enemy.
the
He
question.
doesn't know me, but that's my enemy. Like when I catch him, it's on fucking sight.
It's stop
Sorry.
fucking. It's stop fucking. It's stop.
Anyway, sorry, but that's what I meant. So that's my worst enemy, but he don't know me, so he doesn't know my worst enemy.
Don't
Yeah.
overthink it. Someone you have bad blood with that knows you
I'm
exist.
Just making it like just making sure that, you know, we're all on the same
God said
page.
that.
Someone I have bad blood with. So who do I have? Oh, my worst enemy.
So you would choose your worst enemy.
I'm gonna choose to be fucking alone in the desert. Take me, sand.
You want to be alone?
I will be alone.
I think I would choose my. I don't know who my worst enemy is or if I have one, but I think I'd choose my worst enemy because imagine being on an island. It could be a small.
Yeah, I don't like being alone. like that.
alone.
Yeah, but I wouldn't. I'm fine.
No,
I
but-
don't want to be with my worst.
You're
go
going to
crazy.
go crazy.
He'll cook me. I'd rather go crazy. trust that nigga. Leave me alone on the island and let me go nuts and die. I'd rather take that.
Girl, you got insane.
Hello, hi. I'd rather go insane alone than be driven
You know
insane.
pirates in the Caribbean when they're marooned. That's what you be.
That's fine. No, literally, Suha, that's fine. He'll cook me. I told you I can't trust. I'll go insane anyway because I'll be paranoid. I'll be on the sand like this.
My phone.
Who's it?
Who's your enemy?
It's hilarious. My goodness.
anyway,
So what? Coco says
good.
by
literally-
herself she's going to go insane. And
No, because with my worst enemy, I'll go insane. By myself, I'll go insane. I would take insanity alone. I would die in peace and prosperity like that from dehydration. Thank you very much. Rather than sleeping at night like this.
one eye open when I'm sleeping. One eye. I hear that. That's funny, man.
With your worst enemy, I feel like it'd be lit. With your worst enemy.
My worst enemy, I would just batch it up. I'm joking. I'm joking.
That is hilarious. I love the
I'm
way you did that. Was the best thing ever. What about you, Leah?
Well, I don't know who my worst enemy is, but
She
I
ain't got
would
enemy.
choose
She's very
Den.
cute, man.
I don't think I have a worst enemy, but I would choose my worst enemy because I'd rather fight someone than go insane.
Well, they'll kill you while you're sleeping.
But I could kill them.
Well, look, now you're in a hole. You're in a murder situation. Why not just be alone?
But then at least I can hyper focus.
Leave people alone. We don't want to be alone. If you want to be alone, you do that on your ones.
I don't
Man,
wanna be
I want
alone.
company. Enemy or not, we don't want to be shivering alone. Anyways, yeah.
Spiders and monkeys.
all I'm
Guys,
saying is some people have better enemies than others around there.
my
Coco's
could be a
enemy.
koala, man.
One girl says she can't sleep with one eye open when she's sleeping. But what do you call it? Cool. That was vibe check. Vibe check.
were
That was
checked.
fun. And fresh. Now let me get up what we got scheduled for the day. All right, cool. Play the dilemma and play it
Yeah, give me a
properly. I'm gonna
second, yeah?
eat chocolate while you do that. Play the dilemma, play it properly.
Did you think you are? Okay, so yeah, I didn't know what to expect. I listened to the first 5 seconds of it, and then I created this section called pod for my the pod. So let's see.
Turn my mic off while you do that.
Turn mine off too. I'm gonna yam. No, actually, you need mine.
Stay sober during my wife's pregnancy, and I'm not sure if I'm in the wrong for this. My wife and I have a son together already, and we are expecting a second. She's a recovering alcoholic, and she's been sober now for over 1 year and is doing really great. I'm so proud of her. At the start of her sobriety, she asked me to stop drinking around the house so that she wouldn't relapse, and of course I agreed to this, and I left it about 6 months or so before I started drinking again, and honestly she was fine with this, and she's been doing fine ever since. Since she's been pregnant, however, she's gone a little bit over the top and has asked me to stop drinking around the house again, which I don't really want to, and I don't see the need to. She's even asked me to stop going out drinking with my friends. I asked her why this was a problem, and she said that now more than ever she really needs my support, and she doesn't want to see me drinking to avoid relapsing. I've told her that I think this is really unfair on me and actually a bit unreasonable to expect me to not drink at all during her whole pregnancy. I've said that just because she can't be around drink, that it doesn't mean that I shouldn't be able to for a whole 9 months, and I find this behaviour a little bit controlling. Anyway, she's now really upset, and I do feel a little bad about this, but just because it's going to be hard on her, I don't think it should be hard on me as well. Am I in the wrong for this?
Wow. Okay, cool. This is a bit interesting because obviously I don't know what alcohol means to some people, and I know British people, I don't know if they're British, but I know drinking people really value their alcohol in terms of their social life, in terms of just, feeling whatever they want to feel. I've never drank, you've never drank, from all I know. Look at the way you look at me do that. Yeah, for all I know. And do you get it? So to me, if someone came up, like, I'll give you 2 hot answers. Do you get it? If someone came up to me and said, don't do that because it makes me, I'm just thinking, don't drink then. Like, do you get it? She's got a baby in her belly. She doesn't, now more than ever, she doesn't want to get influenced by it. Then just don't drink in it. But then at the same time, don't go drink with your mates is a little bit overdoing it. So I just don't know where I stand here. Do you get it? What do you think, Lee?
I just
Well, you shut up.
Literally, in my head, I was like, nigga, like, I had to say something. I was not balling up, but look at him, you good? I looked at you, did this. I said, why is she smiling at me? Ask you a question. Sorry, go on.
Did you get shy? Like, what just happened? Like, did you get shy?
No, I was like, I
You
wanted
weren't
to
sure
say
yet.
two.
If you're not sure yet, that's
I wanted to say two different things, and then I couldn't figure
get them out.
what-
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
Sorry for that.
That was hilarious.
Go
to
on.
watch.
Yeah, the thing that I was confused about, she keeps saying sobriety, so like at the fact that maybe he's like an over drinker.
Yeah. I think
She was an alcoholic, so she's actually the one who
she's
is
1 year free.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, then I guess like she is overdoing it with the no friends thing, but around her maybe don't drink.
Yeah, exactly. In it.
Okay, so where I stand with this one is like, I think, firstly, this is your wife, yeah, and she's carrying your baby. Number one, I don't know what it's like to drink alcohol, but it's like 9 months is not like, I'm not asking you not to drink for 2 years. Does that make sense? And I just feel like if she's pregnant, she's carrying your child. She's a recovering alcoholic, and she's been 1 year sobriety. So of course, 1 year is not a long time if you're someone who's alcoholic. And I just think she's probably craving and stuff. She's pregnant. She's probably having a lot of different feelings, hormonal. She wants to, and I think it's difficult because of course, like, for them it's a social thing. It's a whatever, people like to drink. I get it, but I think like,
he's gonna come back giggling.
Yeah, you're gonna come home drunk.
Yeah,
it's gonna make her wanna. So I just think, as someone who is dealing with a partner who's a recovering addict and etc., you'd want to help in that journey as much as you can, and actually maybe quit with them if this is someone who's your wife and you're starting a family with, or perhaps have a little alcohol, just don't get drunk. Do you know what I'm saying to you? Like.
Yeah, at the same time, though, I don't know. The thing is, I think we're always going to take it a little
easier. The comments
easier.
were saying the same damn thing. Who are drinkers? They were like, "Boy, like,
let it go."
Like, are you
the alcoholic?
Because they were like, 9 months is like, for someone who's carrying your child, is not like that long, and you'd hopefully
she's
want to
trying
like
her best, like,
support them with that. That's what I would. But I'm not a drinker, so I'm just trying to find an equivalent.
I'm thinking like, if you were married to but it's not the same. Let's say a cigarette smoker, and you're saying don't even smoke outside, like, do you get it?
But then you're not coming home stumbling after you drink after you smoke a cigarette. You're not coming home visibly drunk. Does that make sense?
And smelling that much.
And like this isn't. If she wasn't an alcoholic and she was saying I don't want you to.
Then it's controlling.
Then it's a bit like, okay, relax, but you're actually a like recovering
substance
alcoholic.
abuse. Yeah, it's difficult. Please, anyone that drinks like that, we know or don't know, what do you think? Like, do you agree with us? Like, he should just like cold turkey it for the 9 months. It's just alcohol at the end of the day. Or do you think, he should be allowed to drink in his own spaces?
Yeah, I think he should just chat to her and be like, nah, like, I'm gonna have a cup, or like a cup or two in it. I just won't come. I'll make sure I don't come home drunk and stuff.
Because it's a thing where, like you said, clearly, if she had let him drink a couple of months ago, she was cool with it. But now it's being tough on her, the baby.
She's pregnant. That's what it is.
And her mental state is like raw, like, I'm really like gagging.
Yeah, it's not something she's been asking of him, because it's been a year without her drinking, so she's been fine. It's just
that. Just now, maybe she's like,
and the baby and stuff.
Yeah,
so
like, she's like one bad day. And then you know that baby's gonna be swooshing.
Yeah, you do not want her to drink while she has your baby, so you'd want to. That's why I was like, hope, like, then you'd probably want to fully support and
100.
Damn. Like, baby.
Yeah, it's just alcohol, man. Just like calm down.
Come
just drink
on,
something else. Like, drink juice and
friends that drink and stuff. Like, it's not like, come on. That's why I was like, is he okay? Like, is he?
No, there's plenty of people I know though that drink, and then they were like, oh no, I'm not gonna drink. Like, if we go somewhere like or like bare times, like people say, Sue, like, want to be what you're on or something.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna drink. I'm not drinking.
I don't know.
And then I'm like
that. I don't know why I said same.
No, and then I'm like, no, you don't really even need to do all of that. Like, obviously, if that's what you want to do at a restaurant or something, like, you want to order, that's you. Like, do you get it? Don't be influenced by my order, by me. And then more time, they'll just go get their cuppa. So I'm just like, just leave it, babe. Just enjoy you.
Yeah,
you get it. I'm doing all right. I'm doing all right here, but Jada normally does that quite well.
Because it's like, are you? Do I make you feel like what you're doing is like shameful or like something? Because why do you feel like you have to tell me like, oh, I'm not gonna drink today? Like, I'm on what you're on.
I think they do it on a supportive thing. Actually, I don't think it's anything of shame, because more time they ain't got the rules that we've got. It's more like, oh, you're on a different vibe or like wavelength.
Why?
It's not guilt. It's literally, let's be on the same. Like, I don't want to be remembering this thing. No, it could be like sometimes like it's like day parties, sometimes like dinner, or like it could be normal things like, do you get it, functions. They're thinking you're experiencing this differently, and I don't want to be waved. Like, do you get it?
Oh,
or something.
right, then that's a different, wave
get
or
it?
something. I mean, I've literally just not been in like, I don't have friends who drink like that. Like everyone who I know that drinks on like a capacity where like
That's what
they're
I'm talking
fine
about.
and they not waved. Did you get it?
No, waved literally means that it's just they waved. Like, not they're gonna white girl wasted. I'm not saying that they're gonna be
Like
wasted.
where they're like buzzing.
Yeah, they're whatever they're feeling. Like, do you get it? They're just off alcohol. They're not sober like me. Yeah. Anyways, I think he should just let it go. We should just let it go for that 9 months. It's not worth the pass out. It's not worth the he's controlling me. This person literally getting over alcohol abuse without AA meetings. Like, come on, just calm down and just be cool. Like, do you get it? But if you guys do disagree or feel like there's another way to go about that, then let us know. I have an Am I the Asshole for us? Okay. Am I the asshole for telling my mother-in-law if she expects me to get a DNA test for my son, then I want her to get a DNA test for my husband? There are a lot of grammatical errors in here, so I will read it with the errors. And you guys make of it what you can. I try to decipher it. I, 30, female, meet my husband, Stephen, 32, at a friend who was cousin party. We instantly connected and started dating not long after. We have been happily married for 5 years now and have a 4-month-old son. I meet my mother-in-law at his uncle's funeral. He asked me to attend in support of him. Before we left, his cousin warned me about mother-in-law. He said she wasn't the nicest person and had impossibly high standards to meet and can be judgmental, so don't take it personally, as she's like that with everyone. I did ask my husband and he agreed that the mother-in-law can be quite judgmental, but not to worry, that he will be there for me. I felt like they gave me the sugar-coated version of her because she was terrible. She made a scene about bringing a stranger to a family funeral, but my husband cut her off and said his aunt, who was his uncle's widow, said that he could bring me. She spent the rest of the funeral giving me nasty looks and making passive-aggressive comments. She made a scene at our wedding, but that's a different story on its own. But after minimal contact with mother-in-law, my husband eventually got around to telling her that I was pregnant. I expected her to be angry and have a go at him, but she surprised us both and was the complete opposite. She was excited about being a grandmother. She was congratulating us. Her attitude did a complete turn, and I grudgingly allowed her to visit. When it was time to give birth to my son, she wanted to see my son being born, but I refused. That's when her ugly side reared its head again, and she caused a scene and was thrown out. I refused to let her visit us at home. My husband agreed, but she ran crying and apologizing. She said she was just overwhelmed about being a grandmother and her emotions got the better of her. Against my better judgment, I relented and said, okay. When she first held him, she looked at me and said he was beautiful. I went into the kitchen to get us a drink, and then I could hear my husband telling her to get out. I went back in. She started yelling he needed to get the baby tested because he doesn't look like anyone in the family. He kicked her out. She took to social media and told everyone that I cheated on my husband and that my husband needs to get a DNA test to prove he was the dad. She got a lot of attention for that. So I made my own post and said, I'll get a test when she gets a test for her son. That just made everything worse. She rang my husband up and telling him to take it down. He just hung up on her. Everyone's divided and questioning my husband's paternity since she had such a strong reaction to it. Now even my husband's starting to wonder and making me feel like I went too far. And I'm thinking, am I the asshole for saying that?
Put my mic up.
What's up, baby?
People want to move bad. I can move badder. Yo, she's nice because what?
Sorry, I love these, but go on.
Because she's nice. There's no fucking way you came into my crib, looked at my child, said I cheated on my husband. Wait, hopefully she didn't before I back my girl up. Yeah, cheated on my husband when I didn't. When I didn't,
she just made that up.
Went on social media to embarrass me and my family. And I said to you, get a test for your child as well, which is what you said to me. And you're offended and I'm the bad guy.
No, I'm the bad guy.
Yeah, people are tapped. No. Because that's double standards at its finest.
It is.
What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
She's been acting up as well.
She's been
acting up. You know the way I'll cuss you down.
Hospital, before the hospital, family. She's been married to the guy for 5 years. He brought her to his funerals. His wife, she said, why bring strangers?
Yeah. She loves her son.
Yeah, too much.
No. I think, like, not to get too psychologically here. Oedipus complex. The other way around.
Oedipus, yeah.
That's
Yeah, Oedipus. I always call it Oedipus. I don't know why. Even in my exams,
one thing
I
about you
always
picked up the
write
letters and you said shuffle.
the dyslexia is dyslexia.
You're using the right letters.
Yeah.
But you just said, I don't want to be there.
No, I literally wrote that down today as well.
BDS or the papa.
Oedipus complex, sorry. But the other way around, literally. No. Because that happens to a lot of women.
It happens to sisters and mums that I've seen on like these like psychological podcasts where they're obsessed.
Yeah.
They don't obviously want to have sex with them.
But there's something
like,
there. Yeah.
There's like a territorial, scary love.
Especially like single mothers or like mothers that were very with their sons. Is he the only son? I wonder.
I don't know, yeah.
But anyway, no cart. Like no one's got time for that cart. If my husband comes at me with the butts a bit,
What are you talking about, my guy? That's what I'd say. What are you talking about? No, that mum was acting out from the hospital. I want to be just calm down.
Remember that Jamaican guy? Take your shoe off and put it in his mouth.
That's crazy.
That's what she needs to do. That's what she needs
to
do.
No,
to my husband, if you come at me with,
yeah,
so did you? It's the son.
No, like, why is your mum posting on social media about her son's wife? Like, it's so embarrassing. We need to stop these people being so comfortable here.
Because she shouldn't have gone back with it. She should really, though. I get it. She's pissed in that, but she shouldn't have gone back with a video on social media, because I feel like once you do stuff on social media, it's a way out of your control and other people. I just think she shouldn't even I know she's upset in that, but I feel like she should have ranted in her house and rather than giving it a video back. Do you get it? Because you know social media loves to feed off of that thing, and now it's everywhere. How embarrassing!
Now
the whole family are sharing with each other. Look back and forth. What? This is long. Like we already know the mother-in-law is insane. Let's leave.
No, yeah. But then what, you can leave her just saying you're a cheat and that. Like, she just told the whole world you're a cheat. And you know the people love flames. Now everyone's there.
I wonder the manner in which her comeback video was though, because I would just do something.
She didn't do a video, it was a post. I think she wrote it down. I'm going to do a test when you do a test, punk. Like that.
And you're forgetting she's hormonal. She just gave birth.
True that. Yeah.
It's just like, I just don't understand why you do all of that, you know?
No, why would you be nice to her face saying he's so beautiful? The second I leave, you're telling
my husband shouting out.
By the way, this guy ain't looking like your Uncle Larry. He
He's
don't look
too
like
beautiful
you.
for
He
you.
don't look like me. This nigga ain't yours. Get yourself a DNA test. No. And then he's like, get out. Oh, come on, mum. Is she insane?
Like a Somali auntie.
Is he insane though? Is he insane? No, is she insane? Sorry. Because she's in there whispering at a bad time. Please, ma'am.
I think she's just tapped though.
Yeah.
Like,
I think some people are just
some people are
like
just
you
tapped.
said.
Like I think she's just genuinely tapped. And like she shouldn't have let, like I get it. Oh, it's just social media part. But yeah, she's tapped. Take it as if you're dealing with someone who actually has like psychological issues, which she probably does.
She does. Definitely she does.
Yeah. Can I have a penguin? Looks tantalizing.
Let's take a quick break.
Let me give you guys a joke.
Okay, give it to us.
Why don't penguins look like that wasn't even the sentence. Why don't penguins like rock music?
Why don't penguins like rock music? Why?
Well, you're meant to guess.
Because rockaroo. Tell me.
Because they like,
oh my God.
I don't know, black and white, something stupid.
Because they only like soul. Explain the joke.
I don't get it.
We don't get it. What? Nah, this is the funniest thing I've ever seen. Oh my God. Oloni put, one of her threads saying like, come at me, yeah? Oh my God, this is the funniest, guys. Look at this. Someone sent in, yeah? Hi, listen, you both, yeah? Someone sent this in to Oloni, yeah? Oloni's that lady, I think you would know her, like where she does like, ladies, let's have some fun. Let's begin. Ladies and ladies only, I want you to DM the weirdest thing you've ever come across and see when you were snooping on your partner. Like she just does like, I'm surprised you've never seen her on social media. She's like a dating, love, sex expert.
Can you see a picture?
Okay. Anyways, yeah. And always whenever she says guys, ladies or something, she wrote a book called The Big O as well. But every time she says ladies, like, or someone come, all I see is chaos. That's all I know. I only see chaos. But cool, guys. Look at this one. Yeah, this one made me die. I just saw it now. Yeah. Actually, maybe I'll read us some few if I see more than one. That's funny. But this one made me laugh. Hi, Oloni. Please keep my name anon. I went through my ex's Insta DMs whilst he was away on a boys' trip in Barbados. and was shocked to see he had DM'd Rihanna multiple times asking if she wanted to meet up with him to smoke a blunt. And he even sent her their apartment address. Lol. Massive ick. Do you know how embarrassing that is?
Very.
No, do you know how embarrassing that is? You think he's doing madness, but he's actually getting Ed by Rihanna. He sent her the address. He DM'd her where him and his boys are staying.
I
He said
get
that-
it. I actually get it. That's the thing. But what a ick, babe. What are you doing? That's how we do that, babe.
And I could never look at him again. One guy's messaging, Riri, pull up, like.
Pull up, read. Let's smoke a blunt. Yeah, he was definitely high when he wrote that.
Rihanna's with ASAP Rocky. Why would you pull up to your house? That's what I'd ask him.
I'll just be like, babe, I get it, but please never do that again, yeah?
Really, you're more forgiving than I am.
Yeah, because what, like, no, they're deep. Like, Rihanna's never going to reply to him, and I get it, she's Rihanna.
But did you say you're not forgiving?
Coco, Camila Cabello.
Yeah, it's ick, but I'd be like, I get it. Like, they're hot and, like, they're famous, and it's never going to happen. But I get it, babe. Go fantasize, innit? Like, Rihanna was never going to pull up to your crib. Like,
Who thought she was going to come and smoke a blunt?
better than him texting some random links in Barbados and being like, yo, babe, come true. Then we got issue.
Okay, this one's funny, yeah? The weirdest thing I saw, people need to get out people's phones, man. This is a mess, but some people's phones need to be checked clearly. The weirdest thing I saw my boyfriend do was overly compliment my friend anytime she posted in her Insta story. It was always love eyes emojis or drooling. She'd either ignore or reply politely, but this boy never compliments me or sends me these emojis. He doesn't know I know, and he has never brought it up. Should I say something to him, or is it not that deep? Oh, this is a mess. The whole thread is a mess. Coco, look at this one. Hi, Yoloni. I was dating this guy who was perfect on paper. He had a great job, charming, good looking, and sweet. He left me in his flat for a few minutes as he went to the post office quickly. Now, this was my first time alone, and I remember watching a video that said how you can tell a lot about a man by what's in his toilet cabinet. So I thought, why not? His skincare products were great, but then I looked in his storage space in his room he uses as a wardrobe, and in the deep far left behind his clothes, there was a sex doll. I tried to be... Okay, I tried to be open-minded about the idea, but honestly it was too disgusted. She was stood there life-size, naked and doe-eyed doll with long plastic hair, with tits the size of my head and clearly used. When he came home, I made up an excuse and said I was feeling a little bit ill so I could leave, and it was the last time I ever saw that monster again. Now, what are people living, Coco?
No, but like, bless him, innit? Now, maybe he's just like, yeah, needed a travel size thing. Like, maybe
Coco.
he's busy and that.
Excuse me?
Now, say for him, like, come on, contextualize it for people's lives, innit? Not straight
No,
judgment.
no,
Maybe like,
straight judgment from me.
Sorry.
I heard that from here and I don't have headphones on. I heard that from here and I don't have headphones on. See what that shit was like you were in an action
She's
film.
so fucked because she left it there for time. I looked at her confused with the headphones on. And Coco, I see her face like this.
Okay, relax.
You didn't see what I saw.
I didn't
I was,
see that.
and then, guess what? It didn't stop enough
No, I heard
yet.
it.
So I
It
looked
went,
over and I saw this. She's holding it there like this. Anyway, sorry, yeah. Coco, please keep me anonymous, but I once found he has a fake Reddit account and pretends to be a girl. When I asked, he said he just does it for attention he gets, and he likes role playing as a girl. He just wants to be a girl online. Damn.
No.
That's interesting.
Yeah, this whole thread is scary though.
That's interesting.
Ugh, the overly complimenting
Why
your
does he
friend so weird. The
why does
Rihanna
he
one's
like
not
to
even a
be a
problem
girl?
now after all of these. Pardon?
Why does he like to be a girl?
He likes attention.
What, from other females? Or males? Or what?
Oh my god. Damn, look at this one. Sorry, I'm going to change some of these to be a bit more my vocabulary friendly. Decided to check his phone only to find numbers of previous girls' abortion conversations and videos of him sleeping with other girls. Some he'd call friends, cousins and family friends. All this was while I've known him, and we recently made it official. So I confronted him, told him how I felt disgusted and he shouldn't be having them still on his phone. And he says that that's his past and I can't hold that against him, but I'm not well. She's not
What's the
well.
problem? That he has a chat of his abortion.
No, like the videos of him even sleeping with these people that he told her when they came across them, when she had at some point coming across them, he said, these are like my cousins, these are my friends, but there's videos of them now sleeping together.
So I'll ask you sleep with your cousins?
Pardon?
He sleeps with his cousins.
Well, he clearly lied.
I don't understand. This is too much for my innocent mind.
Yeah, it's a bit of a mess,
I don't
isn't it?
understand.
Even me.
Are these his actual cousins or
No,
women?
Coco,
No.
he's lying to
lying.
her.
Why did he lie? Not say it's my ex. So this is.
He
Because
just
again, you're
really-
thinking of normal life. Don't think of things your way.
But
You
no,
think
but why-
about he's just
No, I'm not.
insane.
I'm just wondering, why would you do that though? Like, why
I
would
don't
you
know.
do
Why
that?
do men
I
do
think he
anything
has
they
something
do?
to hide. And
He just cheated. Like
Is
he
he
just.
still sleeping with them?
I
That's
don't
what I'm
know.
saying. There
Potentially.
has to,
Not sure.
like, why would you say that's my cousin? I don't get it.
I don't know. It doesn't say. It was.
Clearly they're all tapped. 'Cause
And
look at
then
this
no,
one.
you have tapes in the house. That's such a weird thing to
Why
do.
do you have the tape?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's what she's saying. He said, "Don't judge me by my passport." Why does he still have these
'Cause I
random
wouldn't-
videos?
The thing is, I would it would be less deep if you said these were your exes and then you had their tapes, for example. That's a different. It's still like, but that's a different. So this is my cousin, this is my friend, and then there's what? Why? Weirdo. Anyway, next.
So I was snooping on my ex's phone because I had noticed he was being super shady and protective with his phone, turning it over while we slept and everything. On there, I found a screenshot of a girl's bikini selfie, a girl that we both knew, and he had sent it to his mate with the message, "Why doesn't my girlfriend's body bang like this? She looks so untouched and tiny." I dumped the nonce weirdo on the spot. I'll leave it there. Closer. Why does my girlfriend's body bang like this? It's a killer. That's so rude, innit? So rude.
I would ask you. That's the thing with me.
She dumped
like
him
little
on the
girls?
spot. No, I think he's calling her a little girl. He's saying his
No,
girlfriend
she
looks.
said nonce. She dumped the nonce because
Yeah.
her body, with the girl's body, was small and like.
No,
Yeah, he said
Yes, that's
something
what
like
she said.
small
I dumped
and
that
untouched.
nonce. Yeah.
is that what he means?
Yeah, that's what she said. I dumped that nonce. Like, he likes
Oh,
baby
I'm so
body.
dumb. I thought he was
If
saying.
it's like
He doesn't like a womanly body.
Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah, it's part of the same. Oh my gosh.
So you're a creep.
You're a mess of a man. I'll tell you that much. You're a mess of a man. That's a mess.
Oh my god, like this is right.
Coco, people are scary in the world. People are scary in the world. Like, imagine the guy, he had everything together. You see some a sex doll size, same size as you. Like, people are just scary. They just have the scariest. People just have the scariest thing in lurking skeletons in their.
though, isn't it?
That's perfect, and it's really far from
yeah,
it.
no.
Far from it. Look at that.
No, but like the sex. I don't know why, guys. It doesn't scare me too much. The sex doll thing. Like, I don't know. Like, I feel like if with a
No, but why do
conversation,
you have a sex doll?
it's
Coco,
weird,
it's
but
a life-sized sex doll.
No, but do you
I
know
don't
what
want to see it. I don't want to see it.
Maybe this one has
I don't
sexual
want to know
force with
why
the
you
women,
ordered
like-
it. I don't know why you ordered it and brought it to your house. I don't want to imagine you using this random poor creature.
No creatures fucking relax.
Don't make it weird.
No.
It's fucking weird as it
It
is.
is weird.
I don't want to see it. I don't want to think about it. Like, do you get it? And these man are gals. They are carpers.
But she said he was a nice guy. Like,
No,
he had
but-
all his things together. Maybe he's busy.
But he
and
likes
that.
them lifeless. He likes them
No, because He
lifeless.
just want to sleep around with a lot of women. Do
No,
you know
but
what I mean?
guys, why does
That's
he
my-
have a
I don't want to
sex
hear this
doll?
anymore. I don't want to hear this
And
anymore.
why does he leave her in the house alone with them?
Stuffed in a corner. Even scary. This
Because
stuff.
you might can leave it on your bed.
No, but he
Deal
knows.
with it.
He,
Deal with it, my guy. You're gonna have to deal with it.
first, no, but he knows the sex doll's in there, and he left her alone for a while for her to find the
No,
sex
no,
doll.
No, but why did she
Scoop in
snoop
his
too hard? She
cupboard.
snooped
She
hard.
snooped a bit.
She doesn't
but
know
She went in the
that's
toilet
weird.
cabinets. Then she went in his
Maybe
wardrobe.
he's even old and he's like stopped using it anymore. So that's why it's in the storage at the back somewhere. Like, he doesn't
He's
even
in his
use it.
wardrobe.
his
He even kept it
wardrobe.
close. When his shirts.
Yeah, but he said
His eye contact with and then grabs at my head. Anyways, stags. Let's move on. I don't want no justification.
Nah, I
but
hear
it's
it though.
freak.
No, I
Bless
don't
him,
judge.
bless him. I'm not judging
You hear
him.
it.
I'm judging
judging.
him. I'm judging him.
That's
not
what,
judging.
Bring back
him.
judging people.
guys. That's some Amsterdam shit, not some.
No, but
yeah,
guys,
that's
you're
a
not
real
like,
Amsterdam.
come on,
That's some
guys.
real Amsterdam shit.
Now, not even. Come on, guys.
Come on, Kosa Ali.
Let me ask you something.
Don't even ask me. I don't want to hear it. I want to bench
What
this
would
conversation.
okay, but would you rather that a man that Yesu, or he is like going ham on a collection of
I'd
women?
rather go ham on a collection because I'm sorry, because no, you would rather
Bench that combo.
No,
Battery
no.
gonna die.
Sorry.
Bench that combo.
I don't know why you're shouting.
You don't know what I'm shouting? Do you know
Shouting
pissed off I am? I'm shouting at you. At least you can't hear us through the headphones.
Okay,
Shouting at you.
I just
I don't
like-
want to judge him. He's
No,
got
I'm
a
not
sex
saying
doll.
that. I'm saying it's nuts, and if that was me, I'm cutting. But I'm just saying, but gal, why? Do you get it? Why gal? Like, what's this? I just
Exactly.
wonder
That's what
why.
let him pick up Nag.
Yeah, but why
Yeah.
doesn't he want Nag? Like, can't
'Cause
he
he's
get Nag?
cheating.
What is it? Like,
He's
it's
choosing
freak.
a lifeless doll.
No, but why?
Over human.
That's what I'm wondering. That's what I would
intimacy.
ask him, and that's my issue.
Yeah,
I
but
ask.
You're thinking about the psychological
Yeah,
thing.
that's the thing. And we're thinking about the freak. But anyways, let's move on, yeah? We're going to wrap it up there with that thread.
That is a wrap up on episode 13, y'all. Thank you for coming to listen in. It has been very chill today, very, you know what I'm saying, very relaxed. Yeah, and let us know anything as usual that you want different, you know, DM us. Don't forget that we have Instagram, so you can follow us there on updates and all of the above. And the vibe check was fun today. Let us know what you think. Shout out to my sisters, Digital Sisterhood.
Shout out to them.
Go listen to their pod. They're amazing. And buy this if you want as well. It's available online, even though it sold out pretty fast. Yeah, so lots of love here, this pod family, and we will be back next week.
Next week. Bye-bye. Subscribe, listen, rate. Goodbye.